Welcome to the Cliffside Fractal. We're going to start off by simply clearing the initial enemies here, while our Necromancer picks up the Cultist Hammer on the altar to proceed to the first seal by himself. While wielding the hammer, you will slowly accumulate a hammer corruption debuff. Once the corruption hits 30 stacks, the wielder will get stunned, and once it hits 40, the wielder will go into down state. So make sure to switch the hammer around. Once the initial mobs are dead, follow the path up the scaffolding to the first seal. You can only hit the seals with the Cultist Hammer by charging it. You do this by being close to an enemy who dies. You do not need to necessarily hit it yourself. Doing this gives the wielder a fourth skill to hit the seal with. For the first seals, they both need exactly 2 hits, so try not to cleave down all the enemies at the same time, allowing the hammer wielder to hit the seal and then turn around to recharge it quickly. Once the seals are done, the Mesmer runs off ahead of the party to portal the party past the first set of traps. Alternatively, you can simply walk past these traps as long as you are mindful of their activation, or else you will get pushed off the edge. The Mesmer mimics his blink as he teleports through the first floor, allowing him to blink through the second floor as well. Drops the portal and lets the rest of the party follow suit. Follow the scaffolding to the second seal. This seal is a bit more tricky, as there will be both enemies and giant AoE fields that burn. The fields will rotate in a set pattern, allowing there to always be some free space. So as long as you make sure you continue to move your party into the safe spaces, all the while upkeeping as much reflect as possible, all you need to be mindful of then is to rotate the person wielding the hammer so that no one gets too much corruption on them. This seal needs to be hit 5 times, so make sure someone is wielding the hammer as often as possible, as this will greatly increase the time needed to break the seal. When done, follow the next part of the scaffolding up to the third seal. These seals are arguably the trickiest, since we need to be on 2 different sides of the Colossus to hit both seals. The reason we want to be on both sides is because these enemies will attempt to heal the seal as long as they are not in combat. If we can keep them in combat, each seal will only need 3 hits. Therefore, as we hit the right seal once, we leave the Necro and his army of minions to easily remain alive while managing all the mobs on the right seal. The Mesmer leaves a portal on the right side and the party moves to the left seal. When the seal is hit, recharge the hammer before the Mesmer opens his portal. Go through it to the right seal, hit it, portal back to the left seal again. If possible, charge it a third time. Hit the seal, then drop the hammer for someone else to pick up. Charge the hammer once again as someone picks it up. Once charged, the person runs off through the tunnel to the right seal to finish it off. And then runs back to the left seal with the hammer. The Necro may follow, or he may be a lazy bastard, leaving the party to finish the left seals by themselves. Once done, the path to the last boss is opened and the hammer will despawn. For this set of traps, you only need to avoid the glowing lights on the floor. These can, of course, easily be blocked and dodged. At the top, 4 members can deactivate the traps entirely if need be. Archdiviner. This boss has several mechanics that we need to deal with, as not only do we have to kill him, we also have to break the final seal. As we enter the arena, he bows to us before engaging us. Ideally, we want to deal with the regular enemies first to let us focus on the Archdiviner in peace. Most of the Archdiviner's attack can be interrupted by breaking his break bar while he channels them. The first attack is a channel, which spawns AoE fields all around the arena, which convert your boons into conditions if touched. The next attack is a slam attack, which is easily avoided by simply walking out of the cone. The charge up time for this attack decreases the higher level you go, so at the master tier it can be quite twitchy to break his bar on time. The Archdiviner's third attack is a teleport, which he will use on the person furthest away. This attack is only really used whenever someone moves too far away from the melee stack. His fifth attack is a slow arching hit with the hammer from the ground up, which hits quite fast and can only be dodged or blocked, not interrupted. Every 25% health that we take off of him, he will drop his hammer, allowing us to pick it up and charge it to hit the seal in the middle. Here you want to have either a Mesmer or a Guardian to pull all 4 lesser enemies that spawn onto the seal for easy management. Once the seal is hit, everyone will get stunned for a second before the fight resumes. After 50% health, the Archdiviner will start summoning large wells which will teleport players into cages on the sides of the arena. If caught in a cage, simply attack the gate to open it. After the 25% health marker, the Archdiviner will go into his demon form, making him much faster, much tougher, and much harder hitting. So at this point, you really do not want to get hit. Thus, breaking his break bar becomes much more favorable to execute for the party to save on their personal defense, such as blocks, Aegis, invulnerability, distortion, and dodges. When the Archdiviner drops to about 5% health, he will drop his hammer for the final time, pick it up, and charge it for the final hit to the seal. And that is how to complete the Master Tier Cliffside Fractal. Enjoy your loot. Until next time, we'll see you in the mists.